Like for me personally, because I was one of the victims in 2010. So each time they talk about earthquake, I don't have a good feeling about it. I was in Port-au-Prince. I was learning economic science at that time. So I was doing an exam at that exact time when the earthquake happened. So I just handed my exam because I finished with the test maybe about 1 minute before the earthquake happened. And then all the walls of the house, thanks to God, the roof didn't fall on us, but only the walls, they break. When I had to jump from the stairs where I was to fall on the ground, I fell on the side of a block. When I came back here in Pinion, I had to spend maybe more than 1 month without being able to work on hard things. I finally left the yard where I was in that building, and then I realized some people, they were coming with other people. They carrying on their back, like where you would see like their faces are bleeding, and everywhere they are bleeding all over. And then we went a little further down the road and realized like some houses, they fell, and you hear people are crying inside. And when I tried to call, there was no signal. So I had to walk. We had to walk, and then we tried, and I got home, thanks to God. Every day they carry like child or adults in a blanket sheet, and then to drop them somewhere for a truck to come and pick them, to clothe them somewhere. So it was not a good experience. Many people would go to my house to wish my mom condolences because they couldn't hear from us, so they thought we were all died. So she spent those days like crying, mourning, because she thought that her second son is gone. So yeah, it was hard. When that happened, the gangs, they said they would let people go to help people in the south. But even if they said that, so they still kidnap people along the way. So now many people, they are afraid to go. But because I experienced that in 2010, so I realized it would be really good for me to go and look at what those people are dealing with, because I was in the midst of it once, and now they are in. And while I was in the midst of it, some people came and helped. So if this opportunity came, so I should be able to do the same thing. The earthquake of 2010 was more brutal, but the one thing I can say that was good about that one was it was not happening in a rainy season, which is different from this one, because this one we are in a hurricane season, so it rains almost every day. Ça sont l'école, un peu de bagaille tombé, son gros espace, on va pouvoir être tout côté. On a aussi une petite tente à gauche à droite, tout pas derrière. Donc bon, ça est pour tout béton là, ça sont gros cailles béton pour là. So the video is what has been going on since yesterday. So it has been raining until now. But really difficult, challenging for the people out there that are in the little shelters. Many of them, they are made of thatch. So I can imagine how they feel in the places. We have seen them. They are like curved. They won't let the water go anywhere. The water will just sit where the fence are. No man, things are difficult. Yeah. People, they are living on their shelter made with sheet, so there is no way they can avoid getting wet while they are in there, which was different from the earthquake at 2010, because people, they were able to find the shelters faster, and which was good for them, and also there was no rain at all. When I told them where we are coming from, so they said, oh wow, so you came all that way to come to help us. So they think that was a big thing, and that was an opportunity to tell them that Jesus put this kind of love in our heart, so that's why we can make this sacrifice to help. Some other organizations, they say, why should I continue to help? Because I realize it's like something chronic, it's always happening. But you know, as Christian, the Bible asks us to always do good, in season or out of season. Sometimes people, they consider Haiti like the outcast, like the people that are living there, they're just not living. But I would say God still loves all of us, and the fact that He loves any country, I believe He loves Haiti as well. And the fact that He loves Haiti, so people who represent God's faith and hands should continue to help to show love, the love of Jesus to us. So when many hands say, hey, the door is open for someone to go and see what is going on over there, and with what we are like helping with, so can someone go? And I said, I'll be the one. It was a way to let those people on the south know that even if they are getting wet every day, even if they can't sleep well, but Jesus loves them. We have the means to help, so we'll continue to do it, because that's what we are here to do. So whenever we think it is impossible, if we trust the Lord, it is going to be possible, because the impossibility is in our mind. We have to overcome that, and this is what many hands does. There is still hope, because our God is alive. Because He lives, we can face tomorrow, even if there are a lot of challenges, but we can face them, because with Him there is nothing that is impossible.